If you are a student that is ready to enter the Caring for a Watershed contest, then this is the video for you. First, head over to caringforourwatersheds.com, and on the home page, you will see that there are 3 banners. Click the Enter Contest banner. As a student, you will want to access the student portal, so start by clicking there. And we are creating a new entry form, so click Start New. Fill in the following information. If, for some reason, your teacher's name is not appearing as an option, go ahead and let them know so that they can help you with the registration. Click Save. You can then input your team's information first. You can then choose a team captain that is in charge of communicating with the coordinator by clicking this box here. Let's say that you have additional team members that are working on this project. Add team member here, and then either enter their information or they can enter their information themselves. Then once all team members are submitted, click Save. After you click that button, it'll take you to this page here. Make sure to read this page very carefully. I will point out a few key points. Multiple collaborators can work on the proposal at the same time, but you must work on different sections. The system will let you know if someone else has that question open, but be careful not to erase their work. We recommend saving your answers as you go to ensure none of your information is lost, or to allow other collaborators to edit. If a question is left open with no activity, it will unlock to allow others to edit after 45 minutes. Don't forget to submit your proposal when it is complete and ready for review. You can find the deadline to submit your proposal at the bottom of this page. Please reach out to your teacher or local program coordinator if you have any questions. You can then scroll down and view that it will list your team members' information and will also give you an access code. The access code is a temporary password that is important for signing back into your account, so make sure you remember it. You can then navigate through the questions and answer them there. Here you will see that you can send your access code to the team members by clicking this button. You are also able to edit team member and teacher information here. Then choose a creative name that represents your project. When you answer, you then click Save and it will record your answer. It will also list recommended minimum or maximum word count, and it will keep track for you as well. Your team can collaborate on this form, but we highly recommend answering the questions on a separate document and then copying it over to the form so that you can always have a record of it. To add visuals to your application, click Add Attachment to select the file of your choice to support your answer. Select your file and then provide the following description of it below. You can also provide a link, for example, to a Google document. Please ensure that your permissions make it possible to access it. Once done, select Add Attachment. Continue to navigate throughout the form. If you need to leave your document and come back to it later while filling it out, simply press Save Your Work to ensure that you can come back to it where you left off. I will now show you how to leave and come back. Head to the top and click Log Out. It will take you to this page. Use that access code provided to log in. Click Submit and continue through your application. Here are a few helpful tips. The format that is a bit different is the budget question. Here you have the option to see an example, so click Example. To enter a new row, click the Add button and enter the items that you need. Once you have that completed, go ahead and add up the totals. Enter the budget descriptions below. And click Save. Let's go ahead and navigate to the Sustainable Development Goals question. Select Answer. It will ask you to select the SDGs that your project contributes to. You can do one or more, and then answer how your project contributes to those goals specifically. Once you're ready, click Save and it will record those answers for you. Continue through the application until you have filled out all necessary information. You will also see at the bottom that it will show you your current total word count. Sections that do not have a suggested word count will not contribute to the overall count. Once you are done, you will click Submit for review. Once you click Submit, you will no longer be able to edit it. If you have any sections that are left blank, those will also be identified here. We recommend you fill in all sections prior to submitting. Once you submit, you will be brought back to the student portal. You can access the portal again by entering your access code. It will show you that you have submitted and can no longer make any changes. Let's say you have submitted and the deadline for submission has not yet passed. You can contact your teacher to undo the submission so that you can make the changes and then resubmit. And that is all for entering the contest. If you have any other questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to your teacher. Thanks for watching, and good luck!